Okay, so what is hockey and how to get hockey in real life? So, hockey is this thing that I learned from One Piece, which is an anime, and in that anime, there's characters that have hockey. Hockey to me, it just seems like it's soul energy. Like it's like their soul can, or like chi. Like in the real world we have chi, which is just energy, but like we've disconnected from these ideas of like the soul, our energy, our whatever, and we look at it like we're just in a physical world. But no, hockey exists, and we have it in the real world. It's the famous person effect. It's the if you get a bunch of famous people and you put them in a room, for most people, it's going to be hard to like just be themselves around those famous people because they put those famous people on a pedestal. Now, there's different types of hockey in One Piece, and the famous person effect would be considered like conqueror's hockey. But it's not just the famous person effect. It's the newbie in the gym sees all the old dudes in the gym, like people that have been in the gym, and he might get a little intimidated. Or it's one of the reasons why a lot of overweight people feel a little self conscious to even go to the gym in the first place because they know there's a bunch of people there that have been doing it for a long time. So, like, and that can be intimidating. So, it's the same thing where if you're going in to play, I don't know, bro, even just a game with somebody who is a professional at it. If you are randomly playing some football game with a professional football player, you're just out in the park playing a football game, and your friend happens to know a professional football player, he's playing with you, you're gonna be intimidated of the professional football player more than the other people. This is like if you are you've been in fights before, but going to fight a professional fighter is more intimidating than going to fight some dude on the street. Like, it's more intimidating because the person is a professional at they are what they are. So it's like in One Piece, in the anime One Piece, there's this character named Shanks, and he walks onto a boat. There's a bunch of people on the boat, and people start dropping on the boat. Like they start just dropping. Like they're just standing there and they're dropping as he's walking past, basically passing out. Now, there was people that did not pass out, but that's because those people like had a strong will. And really how to improve hockey or how to get hockey in real life is you have to improve your will. Improve your willpower. Improve the connection within yourself, right? Get solid into who you are because people that don't know who they don't admit as much energy because they don't know who they are. And like I was just there, bro. Like I've been on my spiritual journey for 10 years. So it took 10 years for me to be like, yeah, I know who I am now. But that took 10 years. And so 10 years I put in all this work. I did all these things. I did the meditations, many different types of meditations. I did the work on my mind and healed my mental health. I did the work on my body and healed my physical health. I did the work with, you know, I don't know, just all these different things that I did on myself. It starts to be like the results speak for themselves, but then the energy speaks for itself. Because I didn't just change, like work on myself. Like I started to change, but I just started to grow. But my energy started to grow. My confidence started to grow because obviously you will be more confident in yourself if you keep the promises to yourself. So like the promises I made to myself, I kept. And I'm like I'm proud of myself for that, which then builds a confidence that you can't really get anywhere else. It's why. I guarantee it's why famous people have that effect. Like, because they have that energy where they said they were going to do something and then they did it. Like, let's say, like, Lil Wayne becomes, the best rapper alive type shit. He said it before he actually was the best rapper alive, but then at one point he was the best rapper, and he probably still is, one, like, between him and Eminem. Um, but what I'm saying is, if you put those people in a room, a lot of people will not be able to just conversate normally because they put them on a pedestal, because they think they're different than them. But those people are no different than you. We're all just people. The difference is those people are very solid into who they are and they're no longer searching. They're just being. They're admitting their being out into the world. So how do you get Haki in real life? You start focusing on your being, and like you go on the journey in a sense to find yourself, but you don't really find yourself, you slowly build yourself. And while you're on the journey building yourself, you'll start building your soul's energy up. And then what, by building your soul's energy up, you will start just being instead of trying to be. Like the new person that goes to the gym is trying to get into a new routine of working out. But the people that are in the already in the gym, they don't need to try. It's just part of their life. It's just part of who they are. So therefore it seems more intimidating because you can see it and feel it that they don't need to try. And so that's intimidating. Now, this same thing happens with women, or with men with women. So, a lot of men haven't built up their confidence with women. So, like, it took a while for me to build up my confidence with women. But the funny thing is, what built my confidence was with women was building the confidence with myself, was really being me and like getting to know me and like whatever. But I was also raised by women. So, like, I see that women are just women. So like you can get let's say there's 10 women and one of those women are the most gorgeous woman, the most gorgeous girl you've ever seen. Like so beautiful, absolutely insane. Like straight out of the internet but in real life. Okay? And like there was a few other hot women, but like let's just say that one woman was the most gorgeous woman. And she was the first one that caught your eye. But just because she was the first one that caught your eye doesn't mean she's the one that you're going to go talk to. That's what I mean. Why? What makes the most beautiful woman any different than the woman that's not as beautiful? What is the difference? Because to me, I don't see a difference because I don't put beauty on a pedestal. Like, I'll never put women on a pedestal. So, therefore, it doesn't matter how gorgeous a woman is, she's just a woman. She is no different than the other women that are not as beautiful. So, like, but I worked on that. It took it took a lot for me to get to that point where I can look at a beautiful woman and just be like, oh, she's just a beautiful woman. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't get the same reaction that I used to get because I used to put beautiful women on a pedestal. I used to put celebrities on a pedestal. I used to put these people on a pedestal because I used to, like, I don't know, it's this weird thing. But once I fixed the relationship with myself, built my own personality into, because I don't want to go on a long tangent, but like when I grew up, I was this, like my teenage years, I was this thug dude, right? Just some gangster thug dude. And I was lost. I didn't know who I was. I was trying to be instead of just being. So then I went on this journey for 10 years to then build myself into me. Now, this is the problem. I don't know if it's going to take people 10 years, but I at least 5. Like this is no short fucking how to get how to build Haki in 10 minutes, how to get real life Haki in 2 days. No, no. This is something that if you really wanted this shit, you'd have to put the work in. Because I'm just talking about Conqueror's Haki. But there's, I don't remember the name of it, but there's this other Haki which then prevents you from like being able to take a hit, or another Haki that allows you to be able to see better, so like you can dodge punches better, or like feel, be able to feel a room out, or like almost like just feel with your intuition, like building the relationship with your intuition. So like you learn how to listen to your intuition, and you learn the difference between your ego and your intuition. Like when your ego's pushing you somewhere and your intuition's pushing you somewhere. But all of this is basically just soul energy, empowering the relationship with your own self, so then you admit yourself out into the world, because reality is frequencies. So when you are no longer bouncing back and forth between opposing frequencies, and you're just admitting you just ate your frequency, then you'll be felt in a room. Like you'll be felt instead of just seen. So like it's it's that we are confused on who we are. We're confused on what we believe. We don't have the like people. We need to build the confidence within the words we speak. We need to be solid into who we are. You know, people say don't take yourself seriously, but that's bullshit. Like if why would you not take yourself seriously? Maybe because you're scared that people will break you down or something. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I'm so thirsty. I need a drink. But but I guess what I'm trying to say is that hockey is this thing that you can build up by working on your soul and working on yourself. And it can be intimidating to other people because it shows that you have worked on yourself. Like you heal your mental health, you get yourself in shape, you start meditating, you get your mind right, like you get to being the personality you actually are. Like, because I was this gangster thug dude, but that wasn't the personality that I actually was. So when I fixed that and went back to the personality I was, because when I was born, like, we're all born with this thing of self where we are just what we are. It's then we get ideas that make us change who we are. And then if we don't change back, we get stuck being the ideas instead of being what we really are, which is why we get then stuck in trying instead of just being. So that's how you get conquerors hockey. And all the other hockeys are just more like, it all requires training, where like if you got to train yourself to be able to handle like pain, or like almost like build up an armor. You can do that thing where like you get like a pole or something, and you rub it on your shins to then so then when you kick with your shin, like it doesn't hurt as much or whatever. But like I more want to talk about conquerors hockey because it's more about how to empower the soul so then it can be felt by others. So like just like building muscle is like you build your body up and it'll be seen by others. Like other people can see you're in shape, but then other people will be able to feel that your soul is powerful. And like you can strengthen your soul just like you can strengthen your body, but it just takes a lot of work and a lot of time. You know, meditation, breath work, spiritual practices, working on yourself, healing, like going down the healing journey, healing mental health, healing physical health, healing the relationship with yourself, building self-love, all of these things will then you will then have what people call conquerors hockey, or you'll be admitting just straight frequency because it's just you are just being you.